In today's episode, do you ever have the feeling of being watched? Possibly a sixth sense, perhaps? Or did you ever see shadows roaming in the dark on the corner of your eye? Ever experience any of that? Well, in today's episode, we have someone who has, and here is their story. Listen in.
So this is my story about the time when I was very young. I'd say probably 8 or 9 years old, and I used to walk around and play and do normal kid stuff. But I always had this sensation that someone was always watching me. Like kind of like when someone is standing right behind you, and the back of your neck hairs stand up and everything, that kind of sensation. So every once in a while, I would always turn around because I get that feeling like what's going on. And of course, nobody would be there. And then next thing you know, I remember when I was young too, while all that was happening, like kind of like in the peripheral vision, I would see like shadows or what I thought would be shadows, but not necessarily like of shadows of people, but just shadows in general, if that makes any sense. Um, so one time I mentioned all this to my mom, and at first she was kind of like, maybe you're just, you need some extra rest or take your vitamins or something. And so I was like, okay. And then, a little while goes by and it's still happening, still going on. Um, One time I was walking to the store around the corner of my house, and I had that sensation that somebody was right behind me. And when I turned around, sure enough, there was no one there. But when I turned back around, I could see, like, I don't know, like what you would call back then kind of like a stranger, a weird looking guy. Not sure what was going on, but just poking his head out from the bushes. So that freaked me out. So I went home, told my mom what happened, told her again that I still, have these sensations and these weird, like, shadow visions on the corner of my eye sometimes. And so she called my tia, and we went to go visit her. And, my tia, my aunt, she took us to church, said something to the priest at the time there, to the father, and brought me up. Or actually, she stood me in this line inside the church, and people were going up there to receive his blessings. And when it was my turn, he looks down at me, and I'm looking up, and he says, "Okay, close your eyes." And he says this prayer. And to this day, I don't remember what the prayer was, but I remember I closed my eyes, and when you close your eyes at first, you see black. Well, I saw nothing but white. And all of a sudden, this gust of air from the toes all the way up to the top of my head, I can just feel this gust of air coming up. The best way I can describe it is, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, when Gohan gets the blessing from the Elder Namek to unleash the power. That's basically what I felt. Only it was just a gush of wind, and with my eyes closed, I saw nothing but white. And from that day on, I haven't had that sensation. I felt more at peace, and yeah, I just wanted to share that story with you guys. Thank you.